Are we up? We are up. Hello, I am Zryken. I am back with another Gotchard mayhem, I guess. But we are gonna be talking about today's thing, the DX DreaDriver, which I won't lie, Dread is one of my favorite riders. I kind of wish he was done better instead of being used as cannon fodder, because the design is super good. I kind of wish that it actually had more. I kind of wish that he had more to the show instead of. Anyways, that's a different topic. But here's the front. You can barely see it because of the card, but this is a LED belt as well. So if you look at the top, this is the lineup of the cards. You get Steam Liner, Bullet Bang, Skebbles, Apare Bushido, Unicorn, and Dione. And the cool thing is that these are a subclass called Replichemies. So these are just replicas of the actual chemies themselves. They never went any further with explaining what they do. But anyways, here's the side. This tells you a lot of the like just what it comes with, the belt, straps, and then cards. And then the QR code for the manual. Here's the back, and I think the back is really cool. It really shows off how edgy Dread is, and it's kind of right. And then you get the side, which is just, more broken glass and that. Then we go back to the front. Then, warning labels and everything. Even right here, this tells you it needs 3 AA batteries, which we will take a look at. No, actually. So, here is the DreaDriver. And, the one thing I could say about it, it is fat, it is bulky. I don't know where people put this, actually, when you see the characters do that. Like, just take them out. So, yeah, and this part really likes to open. It's kind of, I think it might be mine. It feels loose. But, as you can see, full reflective thing. You can see my finger. It's also, like, it has a giant handle. So you can just open it like that. And you know what that reminds me of? This. Because of the big handle, this kind of thing. But, that is a thing. So, in technical sense, nothing on the bottom, obviously. See that you get these parts with the straps, which actually I should probably show off before I forget again. Here are the straps for the DreaDriver. It's all silver, same backing as the Gotchard driver, and same thing. This is literally just the Gotchard driver stuff, and I can prove it because of the fact that it's right here. So you get like just a silver version of this. This is more easier on the eyes, but it feels a bit generic compared to this. So I think the orange one is really nice. And then we go back here. Power button. That little switch, doohickey switch for the batteries. I was gonna say band-aid. Ooh. So just press this in, slide it down, open it up, and you get 3 AA's, which you have to put in yourself, which is nothing new in this kind of scene. So you put that down. There's also this hinge, which you can open it by yourself, but it's for this button. This button just there to eject the card. And we'll get into that more. This has a hinge in case you want to, for a thing we're doing later where it's just opening it up. I like this design right here because it's just cracked glass, really. So there's that. There's, like I said, the reflective screen, which I find extremely dangerous, but I do like this. Like when you look at the outer ring, I like this metallic violet with like the gold and then like the metallic red. And then when you open it, obviously like this shows the black and red and everything. It's so weird. Like just this gray is just interesting. Okay, battery died. So, we were at a part where we talk about the cards. So let's put this back. And let's take an individual look at these cards. These are Replicamis. You can't see them because of the fact that it is that good. Like that. So we have Bullet Bang, Abare Bushido, Skibbles, Steamliner, Dione, and Unicorn. And the cool thing about these Replicamis is that if you look at the border out here, you can see a very skeletal these outer frame, but also like not only are these like recolored, they look more, I guess, evil. They're meant to be more menacing, and like you see these like burst effects are like black instead of white. The colors are more I was gonna say like darker, less like colorful like the originals, and then you get this whole battery powered kind of thing, which if I had to bring out another, we could basically, actually, since we do have it, let's take a look at, here's Dione, the Replicami Dione, when it can focus, and then here is the original Dione. And you can tell that they're both the same, just different, like, just recolored and a different frame. Because you see, Dione has like this Gotchard arrow, and then this one has the electric battery thing. But like, there's that. And the interesting thing with the Dread cards, you get like different faces. So this one is meant to be a whole Dread thing. But it's also funny because these aren't cut properly, so it just looks very weird. So you got that, and now we can turn this thing on because that's what we're all here for. Oh, also I forgot to mention the speaker's right here, and this thing up here is where you scan the card, so it just goes through like that. There's a slot for the cards as well. We'll show it off within time. So you basically hit the switch down. There you go. And since we got all this, we do basically use these last three for the transformation. So I will go through with the first one, and then we'll just work our way through. So you put this card up here. Actually, I want to say something. So like with the DreaDriver, this is known for being a card destroyer, and I can wholeheartedly say that it kind of is, because the corner of this card is scuffed already. Like this entire side is scuffed. You can see like the white bits up here is actually kind of my fault because of the fact that like because you put in more than one card for each form, it does collide with the top of this card, and then it just doesn't like line up well. Same with like these, same with this, and it's really unfortunate. Also, Unicorn had the worst one where because of the fact that I've been trying to put this in flawlessly, it came to the sad thing of this corner being completely bent. So do treat these cards with care. Like I'd say like try to be gentle with them, but the DreaDriver is not kind to them, and I guess I understand why it's called the DreaDriver now. But yeah, so you bring the card on top, scan it, and as you can see, it made 9 to mimic this. So then you put it in they slot behind here. So as you can see it there, the lights and everything. Then you pull this handle out. And yeah, what the LED, what this can't, you can't see it, but the LED that was making was the dread face for Zero Shiki, type 0. And then, from there, we could take this handle, put it in, then take it out again. And there you go. You get the Dread Waking, which is the first finisher. And since we do have these other cards, it does have a full reader. It's very interesting. It has a full reader as much as the Gotchard driver can do. So you can take Bullet Bang. And as you can see, it's pointing at here. And you can see this is lighting up. So you can put it in here. And as you saw, it made a, like, you know, thing that the Demon's driver did and everything else, where it does make a manifestation of what it scanned. So now you get basically Bullet Bang in here, and it looks really cool. And then you can put this in, and it does a different standby. This is kind of cool. And then open it up again. And as you can see, it said Blood Rain. We could take this and then scan it over. Scan it in here as well. And now, I think since it still counts as 2 card scan, you could do it again. And it still does the same thing even if after you did that. But you can open this and basically tip this over to get the cards out. Close that up again. And this time we're going to try doing 2 of them at once. Because I don't think what I did last time was helpful. So 1. Then 2. And throw that in there. And so as you can see, when you only do 2, it only does that. It only does Blood Rain. So the thing is, if we do 4, which basically we do have 4, so we got these 3, plus, we're going to use this one for fun. So 1, 2, and you can just skip it. Then, last one. I forgot how much this can hold. I think it was like between 10 to 6. But then, you put this in, and it does a whole different standby. And as you can see, it says blood sacrifice. You can't see it well, but it was counting all the way to 10. And it was really cool. But then, now, you do that. And we could do, this here, another one that I can show off now. So, what you're going to do is close this and press this button right here. And what that did was basically open this back, take out this card, and that was the eject noise. So, we're going to do type 2 or type 1. So, you take Steam Liner, and this is the kind of thing I have an issue with. So, you can do that. You can take Unicorn. And then, this is the issue right here. That's the issue I had before. I still have that issue, as you can see. And then, as you can see, the standby is completely different. And then you open this. And then you get Dread Ichishiki, which is just coming out of Dread with the right half of Unicorn. So, we can close this. And then open it again. And as you can see, it still does the Dread Waking. So, we can scan Dione. And close it. And as you can see, it still does the Blood Rain, and it still does the last one, which I forgot what it was called. Blood Sacrifice? So we can do that. And oh, at least it works like that. And it does Blood Sacrifice. Why is it so tilted? But anyways, then, well, that is it. So, after that, that is all we can do. And then, fun thing I found was, well, not that. Sometimes, I've seen people review this, right? And sometimes the cards would just fly up compared to, like, a normal, like, anything else. It's really interesting seeing how that happens. And now, we're going to be doing these two, which is going to be the same as using the same as type 1. So you're going to do this. Then and as you can see, it says Dread Nishiki. And I think the finishes are the same. Let's do this one first. And as you could tell, like with every every card scanned, it does make the respective noise of those cards, which is really cool. Oh. Then take this out. Then we could do this regular finisher. Which, basically, they're all the same. Dread Waking. And then this is also the same. Where this will also say Dread, what was it called? Blood Sacrifice. And then so yeah, Dread Type 0, Type 1, and Type 2 are all the same. But interestingly enough, it does, interestingly enough, have a full reader. Then, take that out again. And now, for the fun part, where we are going to be using all three of them, because apparently that's what, it was interesting to see it do it anyways. So we do Streamliner, Unicorn, I can't put this in, and last one, Dione. And as you can see, it's a different standby. And as you can see, it says Dread Sanshiki, which is basically the forms of Type 1 and Type 2 just combined. Think of it like double, with like the half and half. Half of it's red, the other half is like white/silver. It's a really neat design. It's also kind of one of those that I was like, I kind of wish that Dread did show up a little more. And as you can see, the finisher changed. Instead of saying Dread Awakening, it said Dread Punishment. Okay, so battery died in the middle of it, so we're gonna do these three again. So we're gonna be doing the transformation for Type 3 gun. So we're gonna use then Unicorn. Oh, that's also a warning. But we could do that again. But as you know now, the error sounds are all the same. Funny enough. Then it's supposed to be in front, but then with that. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Sometimes it won't hit it, but you just gonna have to make sure it stays on the right side if you do. So we're gonna open this again. And we get Dread Sanshiki. Then push this in. And take that out. I don't know why, but when a belt says something relating, that says Dread Punishment, I like it because it reminds me of Amazon's where it says Violent Punish. I'm like, I don't know. I have a particular weakness to that kind of thing. Oh, and then, yeah. So, then we can scan the one card. Then close it. Then open it again. And as you can see, it says Blood Execution instead of Blood Rain. So, let's try doing 2. I don't know if it's going to be any different. It's been a while since I've done this, in this form at least. Okay, so it has to be 1 of 4. Which, you might be thinking, we don't have a 4th one. That's why we're going to be using another card I have around. So, that's that. And the last one. Then the one card I have around. And then, as you see, same standby as the others, but you get Over Catastrophe, and that's kind of cool. Although I realized in most parts, whenever they mention catastrophe, it's always a giant fireball. But another fun one we can do is, like I said, this has a full reader. So why not bring these in? It's also just one of those special things too, where it does read these. So we can do this. And we got Fies. Then we got Double. Then we got the last one, O's. Then, last one, if you're ever curious, we do have a legend, and he does read. It has his own thing, and he does register. And, in case you're ever curious, because I have it here with me, we can take this, and yep, and then, another thing we gotta do is, oh, gotta be careful how you put this back on too. Because next thing you know, you just put it in the wrong way. So, if you ever feel curious about using another card that isn't the main three, so let's take, for example, a Bare Bushido, because you want to see a Dread as a samurai. So you just do this. Then and it just does the default noise. No special jingle or anything. And there you go. And it still does the Dread Waking, which is the default. Hold on, I gotta go grab a thing I forgot to get. And since we are messing around with the Rapid Kamen cards, I decided, well, we gotta close this up first. We are done with that now. Now let's bring our main line and mess around with that. There is nothing different. I will tell you that first and foremost. So what we can do is use the match that is there. So oh, maybe not be as excited as I am, but you want to make sure they are read properly. Then maybe not have as much issues as I do. There we go. There you go. Henshin. Actually, that is really cool, seeing like the Dread helmet with the Gotchard eyes. Man, wouldn't that be a cool thing? Because you can see like a bit of the mouth, right? Then dude, I'm actually liking that. I haven't really done that with the Gotchard stuff, so that's really cool to see a Dread helmet design with like the eyes of Gotchard. Wow, I came into this game a little too late, so that is it. But yeah, as you already know, these are read like normal cards because they have the same code. So, yep. Moving this out of the way. And now, gotta say goodbye. Camera's gonna heat up a lot. If you like Gotchard, which I know there has been some things on the internet about it, regardless of how others feel about it, I want to know how you feel about it. If you like this, if you think it's worth it, like the price, I would probably say for like anything, try to find it for a cheaper price. Especially for things like the DreaDriver, because like they have other stuff that are going to be released later. If you really like Dread, go for it. Dread is a cool rider. I have issues with him because of the how he was implemented in the story, or how Dread itself as a rider was implemented in the story, and how shafted it got. But that's my issue. But the belt is cool. If you wanted an edgier gamer driver, in a sense, that's what I could call it as, because of the fact that like it is literally the edgiest of the edgiest, because of the fact that it's also your card destroyer. Like I said, the word a lot. The worst one is Unicorn, because of the fact that the corner is actually already bent enough as it is. And you better be prepared, right? So, that has been me, Zryken. I will see you in the next one. I'm just trying to actually clean this up. So, I'll see you guys later in the next one when maybe when the camera doesn't die on me 3 times. I hope. But yeah. Oh god, I gotta put the sodas back. I gotta put the sodas together. Goodbye.